Hi, Avantika Chaturvedi. How are you?
Hi, Richie. I'm good. How are you?
So, introduce yourself in a very innovative way.
I am a travel blogger and I have been traveling for the past 3 years now, and I have been blogging simultaneously.
You are a person who gives me a story, but in a young age, you really put effort that makes me change my thought. I
Yeah,
want to talk to you about a case trip that is very close to my heart. It is this.
Nagaland. It's close to my heart also. Very, very close to my heart. This was this was a solo backpacking trip for a little over a month, and I went. Initially, I went for the Hornbill Festival, जो दिसंबर में होता है. And uske baad, like, I attended the festival for, it's a 10-day festival. I think I attended 3 days of it, and then I decided ki I'll go around Nagaland and see more of it. And it's a beautiful, beautiful state. The people are just, it's Nagaland is so incredibly rich and culturally and historically. It just blew my mind. And it was actually नागालैंड में आई वेंट जब सीए के प्रोटेस्ट शुरू हो गए थे असम में when the citizenship amendment act was just introduced and Assam had gone on like a major protest zone.
Yeah.
वहाँ पे कर्फ्यू लगा दिया गया था and because Nagaland so like Assam is the sort of like the backbone of most of the northeast. तो वहां से फ्यूल्स असम से आता है क्या नाम है फूड प्रोड्यूस असम से आता है बहुत कुछ असम के थ्रू आता है पूरे नॉर्थ ईस्ट में तो एक बार ये जब असम बंद हो गया तो लाइफ इन मोस्ट ऑफ द नॉर्थ ईस्ट अल्टीमेटली केम टू अ हॉल्ट एंड आई हैड रास्ते बंद हो गए थे तो मेनलैंड इंडिया पहुंचने के लिए भी रास्ता असम से ही जाता है सो आई वाज नॉट एबल टू एग्जिट नागालैंड सो आई स्टेड इन दिस वन विलेज कॉल्ड लोंगवा जो म्यांमार के बॉर्डर पे है and Longwa mein I stayed for about a week 10 days and I just learned so much about their culture, learned so much about their people, their food, their traditions, and yeah, it was an incredible thing that happened to me.
Just tell us about something, one incident that was really close to your heart.
Um, so Nagaland, yeah, okay. So Longwa is Longwa is known for its head hunting traditions. तो वहाँ पे so Nagaland is home to 17 tribes और Longwa जो region है जो Mon district में पड़ता है वो Konyak tribe का घर है and Konyak are the last remaining headhunters of Nagaland. So Nagaland में initially the religion that was followed was animism, basically worshipping nature, worshipping animals, plants, trees, everything that nature has given to you. But slowly, of course, during World War II, Christianity came in, or फिर American missionaries के through, like most of Nagaland was converted into Christianity, and today 95% of the population follows Christianity in Nagaland. So animism धीरे धीरे करके रह गया, and now most people are Christians. But there are still some people who who follow animism and are still connected. The older generations के कुछ जो थोड़े लोग बचे हैं मैं उनकी बात कह रही हूँ and they were traditionally headhunters. Headhunting तो अब बैन हो गई है but basically उसमें क्या होता था कि one village would raid the other village and एक बारी जब raid होता था तो फिर as a sort of as a defense villages जाते थे और फिर वो अपने enemy villages का को hunt करके उनका skull क्या नाम है चढ़ाते थे as चीफ के घर पे. So to anybody who hunted once, जितने भी किसी ने स्कल हंट करे हो उनको उतना हेड हंट करे हो उनको tattoos मिलते थे. तो like there are people, people from the older generations whose faces are covered with tattoos, necks, chest, everything. So that was a very interesting experience to be able to meet those headhunters जो अब बहुत कम बचे हैं. And like headhunting, क्योंकि वो ritual खत्म हो चुकी है, पहले ban हो चुकी है, तो अब उससे associated सारे traditions खत्म हो रहे हैं धीरे धीरे. So I was really lucky to be able to meet those headhunters, talk to them, listen to them about their lives, and yeah, that was a very very great experience. I like to describe the way I travel in three simple words: slow, solo, and sustainable. So, slow in the sense that I don't like to rush through things. I'm not the kind कि एक जगह गए और उसको 3 दिन में ये करके वापस आ गए. I like to sort of take my own time. I like to interact with the people that live there. I like to interact with the locals. I like to walk and like just explore the place that I'm in thoroughly. Sustainable because I really like to make sure that I am in sync with the environment, with the ecology that I'm a part of, and I eat local, I eat fresh, I uh, participate in the local economy, and I slow traveling also helps you reduce your carbon footprint. Like I don't like to take flights because the carbon emissions are very high. So just basically everything that however I travel, I like to make sure that I'm traveling sustainably. And the third is solo, and I think that's self-explanatory.
You recently been trolled by few people because of Spiti Valley post, I think.
That was last year. Yeah, that was last year. I had put up an article that's titled "13 Reasons Why You Should Not Travel to Spiti," and so it just created a stir. In that article, I'm basically talking about ki. Um, okay, let me give you a background first. I when I went to Spiti for the first time, I saw वहाँ पे so Spiti का average altitude is 4,000 meters, and like just that's incredibly high, right? वहाँ पे altitude mountain sickness जैसी, और मतलब वहाँ पे पेड़ नहीं है क्योंकि ऑक्सीजन की कमी है. वहाँ पे altitude mountain sickness हो जाती है लोगों को ऑक्सीजन की कमी की वजह से, और मतलब just life is very very harsh there. And I reach Spiti and I see so many people cribbing about कि ये देखो टॉयलेट कैसा गंदा सा है, और क्या नाम है, ये देखो गर्म पानी नहीं आ रहा, शावर नहीं है यहाँ पे, बिजली नहीं आ रही, मैं फोन कैसे चार्ज करूँ, इंटरनेट नहीं आ रहा, मैं इंस्टाग्राम कैसे करूँ. And that really 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 disturbed me. I felt like लोगों को एक मतलब they people have stopped experiencing a place for what it is, और लोगों को बस अब सिर्फ लग्जरी चाहिए. आप कहीं भी चले जाओ, आप मतलब एंटार्क्टिका चले जाओ, पर उनको शावर में गर्म पानी जरूर चाहिए. और मतलब लोग traveling is no more about adjusting and experiencing and sacrificing. Travel is about reaching and staying in a nice hotel and showering and eating nice breakfast and eating nice food and just going in your private taxi, clicking nice pictures and coming back. And I think that is a very very distorted way of doing it, especially places like Spiti जहाँ पे टूरिज्म पिछले 3 सालों में सडनली आना शुरू हुआ है. उससे पहले टूरिज्म उतना होता भी नहीं था, और भी वहां पे सड़कें नहीं है. वहां पे मतलब इतने हाई ऑल्टीट्यूड में जित सड़कों के नाम पे मतलब इट्स जस्ट लाइक अ मडी ट्रेल, बट अगर उतना भी है तो बहुत है. एंड देयर पीपल स्टिल cribbing about not getting enough, so it feels like sometimes people just can't get enough. उनको कितना भी दे दो उनके लिए कभी enough होगा ही नहीं. So I thought that I need to write this blog, this post, and I wrote things like कि you should not travel because वहाँ पे सड़कें नहीं है, don't travel because वहाँ पे electricity नहीं है, don't travel because वहाँ पे running water नहीं आता.
Yeah.
And it blew up. It blew up because people didn't understand why I'm writing. People didn't understand my satire. People didn't understand that it was it was a satire on the kind of tourists who come there and then expect so much. And I was just trolled. I was given hateful messages, hateful comments. It lasted for about a month, but then people forgot and moved on, as it always happens with social media backlash.
So now you just told us an experience, that very bad experience. Now, how you are coping up right now?
It's difficult, definitely. Like, it's a struggle to remain creative, to remain active on your blog, on your social media, when your social media and your blog are full of travel and yet you're not traveling. So it's definitely a terrible time for people who like traveling, people who have made a career out of traveling. But I think it's just the only way to go about it is to not let your mind rest, to always be like, to always be thinking, always coming up with ideas. And
My last question will be, after lockdown, what are your plans? Just summarized way.
I would like to continue my plans that were cancelled because of the lockdown. उसमें सबसे बड़ा मेरा plan था, मुझे I wanted to go to Kargil, the region, and I wanted to explore Kargil for about a month and a half. Then from Kargil, I wanted to head into Zanskar Valley in Ladakh, and it's a very remote region जहाँ पे tourism almost zero है, और वहाँ पे क्या नाम है, एक ही motorable road थी Zanskar Valley के लिए, जो आधे साल बंद रहती थी because of snowfall. और अब जाकर there's another new road that has come up, and I wanted to go try that pass out, and I wanted to visit Zanskar and its villages.
All the best for that and for
Thank
the
you so
vaccine.
much. Yeah.
We all are wishing for that to come actually,
Yeah,
so that
definitely.
we all can go for our work soon as
Definitely.
possible, and the vacations will end.
Yeah. Yeah. For some, the vacations will end, and for some, the vacations will begin.
Yeah, actually, for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very nice to have you on the session actually.
Thank you, Ruchi.
Thanks for the coming.
Thanks for calling me. It was lovely to be here.
एक आगाज, it's your story.